Hi, and welcome to Alchemy and the Alchemist, the Revealer. The topic today is soul doesn't stick its head in the sand. Obviously, soul does not have a head. However, some people are under the impression that the mind has given them that when I say that I'm alchemizing the programs, that I'm not addressing what the issue is. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. As soul, in that moment, I alchemize a program, and as soul, in that moment, it is revealed to me as soul, any and all action as soul required in that moment. When I alchemize a program first, the mind is no longer in charge. So the mind is not making a decision for me to react to that program. So as soul, I have alchemized the mind's power over the so-called human experience. So I'm not having a human experience, I'm having a soul experience in this form called the body, but it's as soul. So the mind is not in charge. The soul communicates directly to the brain, and I get that information. So I'm not getting misinformation that is shared and flooded into, and consciously and unconsciously put into the reality of those that are under the control of the mind. The mind wants the person to react and be the effect of the mind's causation. Soul does not have cause and effect. Soul has the moment. So when all of these so-called issues are revealing in this matrix reality, I am in the moment expressing as soul. I'm not sticking my head in the sand. I'm not sitting back and waiting for somebody to handle the situation. I'm not sitting back and waiting for the plan to take care of everything. I am totally in charge as soul. As soul. And in that moment, as soul, then I know how as soul I'm expressing in that particular situation. And then it's always without reactive energies. It's always without any mind-programmed, controlled messaging or actions or interference, blinders. I'm not giving my power away to anything. As soul. Soul knows. Soul sees, soul reveals, and as soul, then I manifest as soul. So that is what I do as an alchemist, and everybody can do it because you are soul. And the more that you claim that you are soul and know that you are soul and there is only soul, and you alchemize and you alchemize and you alchemize every program as it shows up. You alchemize it, you alchemize it, you alchemize it. Eventually, your reality will no longer have any programs of the matrix, the mind, Lucifer, the elite, the Illuminati, the deep state, all the different names that people want to put out there. Alchemize all of that. And then when you see something playing out, you see it for what it is. And you alchemize that story, you alchemize that program You keep alchemizing it, then there's nothing to have to fight against or nothing to have to fix. If everybody were to alchemize election fraud, voter fraud, treason, whether it's 10 times a day, 1,000 times a day, you alchemize it, you alchemize it, you alchemize it because it exists within so many aspects of the matrix. You keep alchemizing it. That is how it's no longer going to exist in this reality because the program is gone. Then it will not be able to play out in this reality. The matrix will completely be gone. But it's up to this fellowship of soul. I'm not saying you because you implies that there's something other than soul. So this is about fellowship. Soul. Fellowship of soul. And we alchemize. And in the moment, we know what is required as soul in that moment. Then it's not the mind controlling us and manipulating us, blinding us into a blind rage. All right. That's my message for the moment. And thank you. And like, share, add soul. Thank you. Soul hugs. In order to set up this whole Alchemized healing project, it needs donations. So please see my PayPal information below. The information from this website will give you vital information for your journey back into consciousness. Nowhere do you hear about closing the Omega sign, which can only be achieved by Alchemized healing. Information on this website, talk shows, and individual alchemized shifts. All you have ever experienced is therapy. All you have ever experienced is friends. To have friends, you have to have enemies. Through alchemized discussions, talks, and shifts, you regain the connection to the fellowship. That action will result in lifting of the veils. That is what you are contributing to financially. Your contribution is affirming and returning the fellowship to the cosmic. The fellowship is the ultimate state of consciousness. We have arrived at a critical point that even the spirits, dead or alive, are joining the fellowship, one soul. You are contributing to this by putting your essence in the form of money to this, the new cosmic conscious world. Thanks for your donation, your like, and your sharing. Please subscribe. Cosmic.